Hello, everybody. Welcome. How's it going? Glad to see you. I'm just going to go ahead and start off by saying I'm trying something new today. I have two streams running right now. Because apparently, YouTube, they added the vertical live streaming thing. And apparently, that's kind of pretty good for trying to draw in new viewers that are not normally stream viewers. So it's two streams right now. Unfortunately, it's not linked, so it's actually two separate live streams. So my main viewership will probably want to see the full version, which is on my channel. It is a separate stream, but it's something I might use occasionally. Probably not all the time, but something I might use occasionally just to try to see if I can reach some new people, because it seems like an interesting thing to do. So, phone cells are not the same as wide chats. Yeah, it is different. It is different. Yeah, but it's just a separate stream. I want to see how it does. See if it I don't know. See if it gets to any new people. Just to see. If you're a moderator, you can probably open both just to keep an eye on both. But just trying something new, just for the fun of it. Anyway, hello, hi. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a good start to your week. I actually did. I had a great start to my week. Decent Monday for once, a bit of a surprise. So just gonna be kind of going over just some stuff that's going on with life now. Chef was tricked as well. I mean, it's a test. It's a test. Like I said, I may not use it every day, but it may be something that I use occasionally. We'll just see. So today, I guess the big news is today I have actually started another quote unquote normal job. So that has finally happened after months and months of waiting. It's taken a while. But that's the big thing that has finally happened. Now, for anyone who is unaware, I work in therapy. So weird how your background kind of shifts between vertical and regular. It's like a completely different OBS setup, so that's why. You'll have to see. Yeah. So for those who don't know, I work in the therapy field. I cannot, of course, go into specifics about it because laws and stuff, but that's kind of what I've worked in for a few years at this point. And now I've kind of moved to the private sector instead of working in the public school system, which is much better. Now, with this kind of job, you told me once you respect me a lot for it. Well, thank you. It is doing good work. It is doing good work. So the thing with this kind of work, though, is it's very dependent on available clientele and like the hours like that they're available. So it's not the most stable normal job hours wise, but as of right now I have a pretty good schedule lined up that'll probably last a good little while. And if things keep going how they are, I will finally, for the first time in my life, be working a job that pays me above the median salary for my area, which is a huge deal for me. It's a huge deal for me. So I will be able to keep bills paid and even save up some money for the first time in my life. So that's exciting. Which, of course, throughout these past few months, when all I have been doing is content creation, thanks to y'all's support, I have, kept my head above water. It's been a bit of a struggle at times, but I have kept my head above water. And of course, I am extremely grateful, always will be. I do hope that you will continue to support me in whatever way is possible for you, even if it's just liking every stream and sharing every stream, which that does help a lot, by the way. Because now once I get that good cushion of financial stability under my feet, everything that I earn doing this is going to be reinvested back into this. So the money I earn here is going to go towards new projects, gun stuff. I wanted to do some building streams, which of course will be on Twitch. So if you have not followed my Twitch channel by now, make sure you do that. Because I cannot do that here. Oh, sorry, I have two chats to watch now. It's better than nothing /a/ helping children with the voices. Well, it's not that, but it is a field that is rewarding. It is very rewarding. You're doing good work. It's a job that I enjoy. It's a job that I am proud of. It's not necessarily like my dream job, because my dream job is like doing content creation and gun stuff. Like this would be my dream job. But for a normal job, it is very satisfying, and it makes me feel good. So I've got that going for me. So I'm looking forward to it. Today was my first day at the new clinic I'm working at, and it is a very good environment. It is a lot less stressful than the last job I had in the special education field. Much less stressful, and I'm getting paid twice as much, if not more. So it's definitely a big deal, and I'm very excited for it. That's awesome. Well, thank you. And of course, no more ramen. Yeah, I will never let go of my broke man habits. I will still mostly buy stuff that's on sale, but I will be eating real food in a few weeks. We're still struggling until we get that first paycheck. So it's gonna take a little while. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm excited for it. I really am. So that's gonna be great. So aside from that, at least as of right now, stream schedule's not going to be affected. Comet says hello. He's watching too. Also, invest a bit in the S&P index. Well, hello to Comet. I'm not sure who Comet is, but I'm guessing it's someone that you know. I have no idea what the S&P index is, so I don't know how to invest in that. So keep that in mind, I guess. So with this, as of right now, stream schedule is not going to be affected. S&P 500 companies. Oh, I don't know anything about investing, so telling me to do that's a lost cause. If, like I said, with this kind of work, hours and clients can change and all that, if something like that happens, of course, I will let you know if the stream schedules ever change. But my goal would be to keep them around the same time, unless I start working really early in the morning. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people would be able to watch me stream at like 4 in the afternoon, like 4 hours ago. Like if I started streaming then, I don't think a lot of people that watch me now would be available. So I don't know. Sorry you're late. Congrats on the job. Thank you, Lang. Thank you. So you'd be able to listen. Okay, well, so I don't know. Depending on, as of right now, my schedule is late morning to early evening. That is when I am working. So I get home and I've got a couple hours, and then it's stream time, which works well for me. I can get home and take like a 20-minute nap and eat some food, take a shower, and I'm good. So you'd be forced to wake up before 4 in the afternoon. Well, you know what, Chef? Maybe I will do some, if I get the chance, maybe I will do some early early evening or late afternoon streams just to make you get up. How about that? So, you know, it'd be good for Chef. It'd be good for Chef. Speaking of Chef, you are a great guy. You're a great mod. And I appreciate everything you do. You don't have to spend so much money on me for games. Chef bought me another game. He bought me Helldivers. So I'm gonna have to play that at some point. This man spends too much money on me. Helldivers. Yeah, I it looks fun. From what I've heard, it takes forever to get into the game though, so I may wait a little while. So, you know, we'll get around to that. Funny current games bring in new viewers. That is true. That is true. But from what I understand, it's very difficult to get into. It's very difficult to get into servers. So I may wait a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Might have to queue up like 2 hours before stream. That's insane, bro. That's insane. I don't know. We'll see. For now, so another thing I've noticed, and I don't know how y'all feel about this. The more talky streams, kind of like this, seem to be a little more popular, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. I encourage you guys to come talk to me. The thing is, I really like to play video games. So I want to do more. I want to do streams where I play video games. So I want to try and make sure I keep kind of that talky energy, kind of like this, for y'all. So those of you that prefer streams like this, then make sure you come to the game streams and talk to me in the game streams, so that I have stuff to talk about, and we can kind of keep that. Like, even if I'm playing a stressful game like Elden Ring, you can just come talk to me about stuff. I appreciate that. So keep that in mind. You know, I want to kind of keep just kind of the same vibe no matter what I'm doing. You'll talk while I'm playing games with me. Well, you can talk in the chat too. That's what I'm talking about. Why not easy games you can play and talk? Your suggestion is the beginner's guide, because I can play difficult games and talk. I mean, I get kind of distracted at times, but I can still do it. I guess I'll do it. Discuss food. That's it. Y'all, all I ever want to talk about is food. Why is that? Everybody only ever wants to talk about food. You like watching the game? Well, I'm glad you do. God loves you, yes, and he loves you too. Keep that in mind. So as far as future stuff goes, should have a food review sometime. That'd be kind of funny. I need to do another cooking stream sometime. Anyway, as far as future stuff goes, of course, the live stream schedule is going to remain the same. I want to do better at being talkative. I feel like I have improved as a streamer over this past year, a little over a year of doing this, but obviously I could always do better. So if there's like suggestions and stuff that y'all have or whatever, it's always fine. It's always perfectly fine and acceptable and welcome to reach out with ideas or things you want to see, stuff like that. There's specifically a suggestions channel in the Discord server that is for stuff like that. So I'm always open to ideas and suggestions, and hopefully within a couple weeks, I will be able to implement more of those because I will have the spare capital. You don't demand perfection. Well, I know you don't demand perfection. I know that. I I just demand better from myself because I want to do better. That's just how it is. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's always gonna be. So you just gotta get used to it. So play chat and glance without taking eyes off the game. I mean, that's generally what I usually do. So that's really not an issue. Maybe get chat running on a separate. I do run chat on a separate monitor. What makes you think that I don't? I have two monitors. Actually, at this point, I probably need a bigger monitor. At this point, because I've got so much stuff in OBS. So I got so much stuff going on OBS. I probably need a bigger second monitor. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Sean. Doing fine. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the words of encouragement. I'm always going to be trying to do better, though. That is going to be pretty much a constant desire of mine, is do better. That's how that's going to be. So just keep that in mind. Hello, JD. I see that you're in the vertical stream right now. I have 2 streams running, so I know it's probably a little confusing. Maybe stream on different sites. So when it comes to streaming in other places, I'm not a big fan of Twitch. I have a Twitch account, twitch.tv/Mr. JMeZZ. Easy to find me. Multi-stream does cost money. That is true. Now when it comes to multi-streaming, I've thought about it. Maybe eventually, because I've tried it out before. Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of Twitch. I do like the Twitch, the integrations they have with redeems and stuff, and that kind of thing. If YouTube had the redeems that Twitch has and things like that, then Twitch wouldn't matter anymore. Like, Twitch would be obsolete because you'd be able to do stuff like that through YouTube. I want y'all to be able to like throw stuff at me like they do other VTubers just on YouTube. I don't want to deal with that I don't want to have to deal with Twitch. But funny story, mom's friend wants to give you a rifle for your birthday. Really? Well, I hope it's a nice one. I hope you get it. So, hey, Feebas is here. Hi. So with Twitch, the reason I still have it is because on Twitch, I will be able to do hands-on gun-related streams. I will be able to build guns on stream. I will be able to like show y'all how stuff works on stream, that kind of stuff. That's the only reason I have my Twitch account right now. So yes, do go and follow my Twitch account. My Twitch account has, I think, less than 200 people following it right now. But that is what Twitch will be. Now, another issue is that if I want to save those VODs, I will not be able to put them on YouTube. Because even though it's a VOD, I won't be able to, like, YouTube doesn't allow in-depth videos of showing how guns work or even showing really how to put guns together other than basic field stripping. So there's a couple options. I have a Odyssey page. Yeah, I have that. But it has no reach. There's no discovery there. There's also the green website that's kind of like YouTube, that apparently if you even say its name on YouTube, you will get like hard demoted in YouTube. Like they will like hard block you or shadow ban you for even mentioning it. That's also an option. That is also an option. Issue with that is it's mostly just like political stuff, and I don't really care, but it's an option. I don't know. I can make an account there just for gun stream VODs. I don't know. I don't really want to live stream there because I feel like for a VTuber, it's a waste of time. At least right now. I don't know. Last time I went to that website, Last time I went to that website, it was literally all just like political stuff, and I don't care. So, okay, this but political stuff site sounds not long term. Yeah, well, it is attempting to be a direct YouTube competitor, but it's all people who have been banned from YouTube for politics. So that's what is on there. That's just kind of how it is. Just kind of how it is. I don't know. And when it comes to politics, for the most part, I don't care to talk about it other than gun. That's all. That's all. Hi, hello, chat that is in the vertical stream. Hello. About the other green gaming site. So you're talking about the one that's the Twitch clone, Kick. So there is that. Now the issue with Kick is, I mean, it's basically a Twitch clone. There's a guy that I have seen a few of his videos. He's talked about it. He's like a developer. He said it's basically Kick is a copy paste of Twitch with green color, and the issue with Kick is they do some shady stuff, and there's stuff about like people can blatantly do like copyright infringement on Kick, and they don't really do anything about it. So you could easily get in trouble on Kick, or Kick just get taken down. I don't know. I don't know. The issue is that the main streaming sites have kind of garbage rules, but at least as far as a VTuber like myself is concerned, all of this is virtual. Me, the guns, everything is all virtual, which at least on YouTube seems to give a little bit of leeway, right? Everybody has heard Pippa's infamous Walmart quote. If she was a flesh tuber, she would have probably got banned. But she's a virtual rabbit girl. So, you know. So you either deal with crappy rules or no reach or no discovery. So that's kind of how it is. It's like even Twitch is bad for discovery. Brenda Herrera does gun stuff. Yeah, so if you are not already a big gun tuber, then you're not going to become a big gun tuber. Like YouTube is making it very difficult for gun tubers to climb, unless you find some way to like really magically work the algorithm and rocket yourself to the top. Like you have to grow faster than they can censor you, basically. Brandon Herrera does not do gunsmith stuff on screen. On YouTube, in the rules, and for a while it was even worse. I think it's kind of relaxed a little bit. On YouTube, if you show someone how to assemble a gun from a parts kit, like it's completely disassembled, and you show someone how to put everything together, you're going to get banned. Even more so if it is a home manufactured gun. That makes it even worse. So I can't really do that on YouTube. Not in stream form, not in video form. Like even like when it comes to live streams, y'all have been to gun reviews, I can't show even pictures of people holding a gun because that can get the live stream taken down. Because they think someone's holding a gun on stream. So when it comes to like stuff like that, go to Twitch, follow the Twitch account, make sure you have notifications and all that enabled. That way you will know when I'm doing a gunsmith stream, it'll be on Twitch. And I'm probably gonna do a thing I've seen other streamers do. Like I'll probably have like a YouTube waiting room up like a normal stream, and it'll say like gun stream, like building stream on Twitch or something. Can I link to Twitch? Yeah, give me a second. I need to put it in my descriptions and stuff too, I guess, don't I? I'll go to it real quick. Go to my channel. I, I, I think I can post a link in chat. Yeah, that's my Twitch channel. I guess I'll post it in the other chat too. There we go. So that is my Twitch channel. I'm at 166 followers. It's not very big, especially compared to YouTube. But that is where strictly gun related streams will be. And if some of the other gun VTubers I know mostly use Twitch. So if I ever end up doing more content with them, like Sleepy or Whiskey or anybody, then I'll probably be on Twitch for that too. So what's the other side I'm streaming off right now? No, right now I've just got 2 YouTube streams going up. I've got my main horizontal normal format stream, and I also have a vertical stream right now. I've got 2. I know it's a little confusing. I was kind of hoping it would be easy to have one link to the other, but they're 2 separate streams. But yeah. Thank you, JMeZZ Gamer, for the I know that's not $900, it's MX900. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, $50 for the AR Deviant Build Fund. Hope you go to account. I have myself. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. That is a big super chat. Like, it looks even bigger than it is because it's like Mexican dollars or something. But thank you very much. Hopefully in March is when I'll be able to start doing stuff like that. I'm still. Jim is calling an e-girl. No, I'm not an e-girl. Shut up. Shut up. I'm a VTuber and I'm a man. Vertical stream needs Family Guy clips and Subway Surfers gameplay to really draw consumers. You think I should do a vertical stream sometime, just like playing some mobile game like that? That would be dumb. That would be dumb. So, I mean, for some of the, I do have it set up where I can do gaming streams as well. So if I feel like I just might occasionally just do this just to see if it can draw people in. I don't know. The hope is, because usually when you do, I see people with these vertical streams in the shorts feed, and the shorts feed is pretty good for getting new eyes on you. So play the most garbage mobile game you can find. Help you get the AR can I have for myself? Yeah, I understand. It's got to be rough. Not being able to get an AR. I definitely feel for you, homie. Raid Shadow Legends. No. Oh man, I have heard that like everyone gets sponsored by that game. I've heard it's absolute garbage. They actually Raid, when I was streaming. Are you gonna go? Okay, that's fine. Have a good one. So when I was like first streaming on Twitch, and I had like 50 followers on Twitch, Raid, like they sent me, a tiny little minuscule streamer that was streaming to like 5 people. They sent me like an offer. They're like, yeah, you stream our game for 4 hours and get people to sign up, and we'll give you a little bit of money. I was like, hell no. Absolutely not. I've heard it's like actual garbage gameplay. So get that bag though. No, the money would not be worth it, in my opinion. If I'm ever going to get like a big sponsorship or something like that, well, it's kind of like, I have the Mag Project as a sponsor, and I like the Mag Project because I like what they're doing. They have cool stuff. I own some of their cool stuff, and that's why I like having them as a sponsor. So yeah, you have to have people actually sign up to get paid. Yeah. I don't know how to run a poll. I've never run a poll on you. How do I run a poll on YouTube? I don't know how to do that. I've never run a poll on YouTube. I don't know how. Right, Raid Shadow Legend parent company is Aristocrat Leisure, a slot machine manufacturer. That doesn't surprise me. like mobile games are intended to be kind of like slot machines for Zoomers. So I completely understand. So straw poll. There, I think there's a way to. Isn't there a way to run a poll like in YouTube chat? I thought there was, but I see people do it, but I don't actually know how it works. So that's kind of a problem. I have no idea how it works. I don't know. I will try. Oh, Chef just sent me a straw poll link. If I post it in the chat, does it just pop up? Can you tell me which one you'd hate more, the maid dress or raid? I hate them both. This is a great stream to try doing the poll. That's just a link to make one. How do I put? You know what? You know, we're just kind of goofing off right now. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm just gonna Google it. I don't know. How to make a poll in YouTube live stream. That's it. We'll learn something today. How to make a poll on YouTube step by step. Okay. Done simple steps. Oh wait, no, that's a post. I wonder how people do it in. How they do it in a live stream. I have no idea how it works. Step one goes. I'm trying to put it in the. I'm trying to put it in like the live stream itself. I want to know how that works. We're trying to learn things. Trying to learn. Maybe I have to do it through like YouTube Studio. That would make sense. This ain't school. Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I just have to do it in YouTube Studio. Start a poll. What was the poll gonna be? What were we gonna do? I've already forgotten. What was the poll supposed to be? I don't remember. Purple or FD tan or both. I never said someone said do a poll. I don't remember what for. ADHD brain. Yeah, it'd be like that. You just had the best idea for a stream after Pool 2 stream? Okay. Raid Shadow Legends, yes or no? Raid Shadow Legends. Legends. That's how you spell legends, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. So that's how that works. Oh, it's covering up my chat. Stop covering up chat. Go away. Okay, how do I make it's covering up the chat box? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's covering the chat in OBS though. Okay, well that's how that works. Okay. Game is game and bread is bread. No, see, that's the issue. Raid Shadow Legends, like someone said, it's like a pyramid scheme. You got to get people to sign up for it. That's how you get the money. No poll invert. Well, it's a separate stream. Hold on. You know, you could just watch in the normal. You know, my normal viewers can go to the normal stream. The vertical stream is to try. Maybe I can do it. I can. The vertical stream is to try and get new viewers. Shadow Legends. There you go. There you go, vertical stream. Now you have a poll too. You're not left out anymore. There you go. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I don't know how the chat I don't know how the chat in the vertical stream actually works. But maid outfit at 10K. How do you still remember that? What? Stop remembering that. I was hoping all of you would forget. I'm never gonna reach 10K anyway, but still, I was hoping you would forget. We're almost a quarter there. It's never gonna happen. It's never going to happen. Why are you voting yes for Raid Shadow Legends? Well, they're voting no in the normal stream. The normal stream is the one I care about. The vertical stream, you're like the stepchild. You're here to draw in Zoomers, see if someone will come watch. AG is rigging the vote. I did not say IRL. I said on the model. I did not say IRL. I absolutely not. You never forget. Well, you need to forget. You need to forget. I did not say IRL. That has never been a thing. I am never going. Didn't somebody send you one IRL? Yeah, they sent me one as a surprise gift on my Throne page, which, by the way, if you ever want to buy me a gift, you can go to my Throne page, which is linked in the description, because I have some cool stuff on there that if you ever want to buy me. But no, I threw that away. No. So, maybe you can bully the raid does and give you increased money drops to make the 4-hour stream more tolerable. No. I do not, I'm a VTuber. I do not show my IRL body on stream. The closest I've come to it is like showing my gloved hands when I was cooking. Like I don't want to do the flesh tuber thing. Like even when I did the gun videos, like before I became a VTuber, I was like head to toe covered. Nobody could even, the only part of my body you could see was my hair, because I have great hair and it's not worth trying to hide. So, post yourself on Twitter. No, I have never posted my face or anything on Twitter. No, fun fact, there is no social media out there that has my real face or anything attached to it. So, yeah, it's there. I don't have a Facebook. I didn't have a MySpace or any of that stuff. There is no social media that has my actual face on it. No, not face with full body, but fully covers that hair. Well, yeah, that is what's been seen, but yeah. Your hair is a little better than mine. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That is the one thing I get consistently complimented on, is my hair. And I'm very proud of it. That is consistent. That is consistent compliments for me. That's my best feature. VTubing has its benefits, not having to do all that for flesh tubing. Yeah. Oh, Rosa's in the vertical stream. Hi, Rosa. Hello. I hope it's not covered up. You can see it like right above me. I'm streaming. I'm doing both at the same time. There's a normal stream and a vertical stream. I was just trying it out to see how it works. Yeah. Hi, Rosa. Did you see me in the shorts feed? Because that would be kind of cool if you did. That's kind of the goal of the vertical stream, to try and pull people from the shorts feed to my normal stream. But I just thought it was interesting. I'm doing both simultaneously, which is kind of cool. So gotta do whatever you can to get new viewers, right? That's you just gotta do whatever you can. See, I've had girls ask me what your hair care routine is. You don't have one, you just wash it. I mean, at least I take care of my hair. Saw you in the normal feed. I saw your streams on top of the other, and I was very confused. Yeah, I did title the second one like it's got like vertical. There's like the normal one, and then the vertical one has like vertical in all caps, just to kind of differentiate them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should do like separate thumbnails, but that's a lot of work. Especially because I just decided to test this at the last minute, because there was a video that popped up how easy it was to do. So I'll try it. Have both at the same time. I don't know. Is anybody in the vertical stream right now? Did you get here from the shorts feed? That would be kind of cool. I wish I could have the chat like unified, but it's two separate streams. So that would be a cool thing for the future. You have two stream options, JMeZZ and JMeZZ wide screen. You got here by clicking your notifications, huh? Okay. Well, you probably did get notified for both of them, didn't you? I assume you did. Yes, you totally. No, you're a member. You've been here a while. Notification squad. Oh, thank you for having notifications on. And if you don't have notifications on, what is wrong with you? Like, I mean, I know I stream the same time every day, but notifications help. I know how forgetful some of you are. You're my audience, and the audience reflects the streamer, right? And I'm forgetful and ADHD, so y'all have to be as well. Hello, hi. Gang schizos assemble? Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. There are notifications for both? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. He hates everyone who doesn't have notifications on. Yes, if you don't have notifications on, I don't hate you, but I'm disappointed in you. Disappointed in you. I'll never forget May dress at 10K. It's part of the hype. I'm never gonna reach 10K. I'm never gonna reach 10K, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You know why? Because over half of y'all don't even share the streams. And that's how I grow. I like guns. YouTube hates me for liking guns. They're never gonna promote me. And over half of y'all don't even share the streams. So I'm never gonna reach 10K. I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to worry about it. Not me trying to guilt trip y'all into sharing better. You peeped in the short section, couldn't find any streams. So I see them pop up sometimes. Like they're maybe every 20 shorts or so. If I'm scrolling, they'll pop up. It is a neat concept. I will say with the shorts, I was posting them pretty regularly. And they're doing decently, and then all of a sudden they just kind of stopped getting views, which is really weird. Because normally my shorts would get a couple thousand views and would kind of push some new people to the streams or some of my other content, which is kind of why I was using them. But then about a week ago, Shadowban, I don't know, because I've seen other people complain about the same thing. Okay, yeah, see, Rosa's saying it's just your, yeah. About a week ago, they must have changed. I'm thinking it might have had to do with them adding, I think it was them adding the vertical live streams, maybe. That's what I think it might be, because the vertical live streams will show up in the shorts feed now. You did put one in today, it did okay? Yeah, but about a week ago, they just kind of stopped. Because what the shorts do is, especially if you turn the notification off for shorts, which means like followers won't get notified, the algorithm will push the short to a few hundred random people and kind of get a sampling, and then it will kind of build off of that. And about a week ago, it just decided like zero impressions, like it didn't show it to anybody. And I've seen other people complaining about it, so yeah, they must have done something to the algorithm. I have no clue. You always try to like the streams. That's good. That's very helpful. Like, the more interactions any kind of video has, then the more it's going to get pushed to other people. So that is very helpful. That is very helpful. Okay, good. No on Raid Shadow Legends is now ahead on the vertical stream, but why is it 50-50? Why is it 50-50 in the main stream? Why is it 50-50? The answer should be no. I'm not going to play Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not going to push that garbage on y'all. Can you watch your vertical stream on this stream? Watching the normal stream may cause computer to melt? No, that's a terrible idea. Guess it must all be skipping toilet. Good lord. I do not want to play Raid. It is terrible. It's terrible. You know, I'm gonna close this poll while it's ahead. I don't think I can. I don't know how to end a poll. You voted for Raid? No. It's no. I don't want to play that game. It doesn't seem fun. Veto. Yeah. Just like whenever I do other polls. Whenever I do other polls, want me to just no, it's fine. Always Girls Frontline. I've actually played a little bit of Girls Frontline. I haven't played it in a long time, but I played it a little bit. At my old job, I would have like an hour or so of downtime every day, So I would play Girls Frontline for like an hour every day, but then I stopped. Boring off stream pulls up Subway Surfers and Family Guy. That I don't understand how people get away with just ripping Family Guy clips and putting in the shorts feed. By the way, I don't know, like how do you get away with that? Do you not get like copyrighted or something? I don't know. Wish you could mod girlfriends to be less of a time and money sink. Yeah, wow, it took you 3 tries to say sink, chef. Wow. Heavily zoomed in. That's basically what the vertical stream is. Actually, you know, I can show you if you're on the vertical stream. Like if I go to like my game screen, like there's no game up right now, but if I go to the game screen, you can see like that's much different than normal, right? Above me, you would see maybe about 30% of the screen. You would see above me. So I mean, it would be an okay experience watching the game. Like if I like had Elden Ring or something, but it wouldn't be as good as like the wide screen, which is why I've got the little notification up above that says full stream on the channel. So people, like if I'm doing a game stream, people would come try to see the whole game. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point if I do use this while I'm gaming. So it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I think the concept of the vertical stream is cool. I wish it was done a little differently, right? We were watching an episode of anime in like 12 parts on early YouTube. I was in 343. Regular JMeZZ is greater than zoomed in JMeZZ. I know. We gotta have a little space here, right? Just a little bit of personal space. Og for the win, and hello, vertical stream chat. Hi. You know, you talk about OGs. You know, we can talk about. I mean, I've kind of gone over a lot of the news. Well, there's a couple other things we'll talk about. We can go off on this tangent. I personally, and actually, Loco Corona in the vertical chat. Let me know if you got here. Let me know if you got here through the shorts feed, because we're kind of testing that. I've got 2 streams going right now. So, I am a bit of a bullpup hater. Not the biggest fan of bullpups. I don't own any bullpups, and the bullpups I have shot I did not really like. Now I've heard, as far as bullpups go, the AUG is really nice, and I would probably own one. I know that there was the 3D printed AUG receiver that I don't remember who was working on it, but I think you could use a normal AR barrel, and you buy like the AUG kit, and then you print the receiver and all that. And I would probably build one of those. That would be kind of cool, because it would be a lot cheaper than trying to actually buy an AUG. So, FAMAS, no, FAMAS is French. FAMAS is French. We don't like the French. The French made a bullpup rifle, made it a 3-round burst, and then used magazines with ammunition capacity that are not divisible by 3. That is a problem. That is a huge problem. You like the AUG? Mr. Mustache Gun Jesus says FAMAS good. I just don't like the French. I mean, I don't like Europeans in general. I am violently American. Don't like the Euros. Okay, I lied. There's a couple Europeans I like. Whiskey Project is one of them, because we talk about guns, but she lives in one of the few places where Europeans can own guns, so. Okay, so what was I right? Yeah. I've gone off on like a tangent for like the last half hour. They fix it with later mags apparently, but always have a soft spot from Metal Gear Solid. I haven't played any Metal Gear games yet. Whiskey isn't Aussie. No, she is not. She's European. You're gonna say it, and you're not gonna like it. The French haven't really ever designed a bad gun other than the show shot. All the French designs are usually really solid. I still just don't like the French. That's all. I assume that's what you meant with soft spot. Okay. All right. So after we've gone on like a half-hour tangent about random stuff, some more stuff like future plans. Now that I am gainfully employed. Obviously, like I said, the money that I earn doing this will be reinvested. Checks, yeah, right, yeah. So, part of one of the things I want to do is I would like to hire like an actual editor, someone that can do either like stream compilations or highlights, stuff like that for me. Or maybe even just like some video that I record offline. I don't know. So with that, if anyone watching, or if you know anybody that does editing, you can like tell them to DM me on Twitter or something and send me like send me an example of their work, and we could probably work out, you know, I'd like to get maybe a couple edited videos per month. Got this channel from Shorts, and it's crazy. Well, yeah, well, so okay, so it is work. Yeah, it is in the Shorts feed. Thank you for confirming that, Loco Corona. Thank you. Lucas Botkin art? No. We're not gonna be like that guy. We're not gonna be like that guy. Not anywhere near it. Doesn't matter how much money I make. I'm still gonna be a broke boy at heart, because that's what I've always been. You know, Warner Bros. Uploaded a lot of their stuff for free online and forgot about it. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I would like to eventually hire an editor in a month or two. So like we'll see. I don't know if any of you watching right now have editing skills, but if you know someone who does, or if you do, I don't know, DM me on Twitter or something sometime. Let me see some of your work. And of course, it would be paid. It would be paid. That is what I would prefer to pay for it. We're on long for editing hiatus to get a better computer, and you're out your current slump. That's fine. That's fine, Chef. You know, Chef has volunteered and edited a little bit for me, which is obviously very much appreciated and very cool. But yeah, there was this guy that already does Face Connect. Well, I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I don't really know how to go about hiring an editor. So, but eventually I would like to. It would make things a little easier for me to put more content that is not live streams. You know what I mean? That would be really helpful. Could ask Dax. Yeah. I don't know how much. I don't know like how much editing he has done, but yeah, Dax editor is really good. Okay, we can see about that. You edit videos, but they're garbage. Well, at least you're honest. Just hire Chef to be an employee already. Well, well, I can't hire anyone as a full-time employee. It would be more like a case-by-case basis, right? It would probably be something. It'd probably be something where I pay like by the minute, like video length wise, and it would be like something negotiable. I don't really know. I don't really know how that works, but it you know, figure that out. Independent contracting, yeah, something like that. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, eventually. There's editing a while back for college. You don't think you're skillful nor have the time, if it pays in dollars. Well, you know, not everybody has the time. That's okay. It's just kind of how it is. Editing is easy, but it's demanding and time consuming. That is true. That is true. I would prefer, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm not super hard to please. You know, just get a good stream highlight thing put together. Maybe throw some memes and subtitles in there for the Zoomers that have to have subtitles, and you're good to go. But hire me to be your full-time housewife. I don't think that's not really something you hire for. That's something a little different. I don't know. Form a GunTuber co-op with the other ones and hire an editor. I mean, that'd be interesting. I know a couple gun VTubers that have thought about some have even tried to apply with some companies. Of course, now it seems being a corporate VTuber might be a little less appealing for some people right now. But I don't know if anyone would be interested in like a group. I don't know. Subtitles are the biggest pain in the ass if you want them done right. See, so I would prefer, like, if someone is doing that for me, I would prefer they have a software that does like auto subtitles just to make their life easier and to speed things up a little bit. Because there's editing software that does auto subtitles, and like for doing shorts, I edit my own shorts, and there's actually something on there that does auto subtitles. Should get into Neji? No, absolutely not. I mean, first of all, they'd never hire me. And second of all, like, I would never want to be a part of that company. Ever. Like, that is just, oh, it's just awful. Not a company I want to be a part of. Kuro Sanji, yeah. A friend that does corpo shorts editing for some big names. He charges quite a lot, like $60 a short. Wow. That's crazy. Their corpo, so it's nothing. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to be a great editor. But I mean, I edit my own shorts and I do an okay job, and it takes me like 15 minutes. So I don't know. They hired Vox. Yeah, I don't even really know anything about that guy. So my shorts are solid. Thank you. I just wish they would get views lately. I don't know. Rosa said she had one that did okay, so maybe I'll try another one maybe I'll try another one this week. Who knows? We did have some viewers that popped in on the stream, so we know that's at least working. Maxer is who I strive to be as an editor. Maybe I need to look at that. See the guy who does trash takes? I don't know. What about Twitch or VShojo thing? Well, I have a Twitch. Twitch is going to be mostly for actually gun building streams. So I want to build more of my guns on stream, but that'll have to be Twitch, not YouTube. As for VShojo, they wouldn't take me. They wouldn't take me. I already know. I have it on good authority that, I mean, I wouldn't really want to work for VShojo anyway. I don't want to work for a company in general. But I wouldn't want to work for VShojo. I have it on good authority that VShojo just outright rejects anybody that's into guns. That is what I have been told. So even if I wanted to audition for them, which they wouldn't take me anyway, but if I wanted to, they definitely wouldn't take me. So gotta get a new computer before you can edit again. Well, Chef, right now, sir, you need to take care of your life. You know, take care of yourself. Practice some self-care. Stop buying me so many games. I'm good for now. Spend some money on yourself. How do I feel about Keltec? How much do you think their R&D cocaine budget is? I think Keltec is great. They're hilarious. Keltec is great. They probably spend a lot of money on cocaine. They probably do. Like, if I could get a gun company to sponsor me, I would love for it to be Keltec. Keltec is the dream. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Stop freezing. Anyway. Should you audition for Neji? No, don't audition for anything. You don't, if any, with the recent, just tell them it's a Nerf gun or airsoft. uh, that doesn't usually work, but I do kind of, I do feel like I get away with some things because, oh, I'm just virtual YouTuber boy, you know. VShojo, yeah, they only do have one male talent. That is true, but I mean, I don't think they're against having male talents, obviously, but Dynex said they're well aware of the cocaine memes and they like it, and the memes too. Yeah. Oh no, I know that Keltec is aware of the memes. I know they are. If I could get any gun company to sponsor me, though, I would love for it to be Keltec. I think they're hilarious. I love their, even though like some of their stuff is just really goofy and some of it's completely impractical, I like the fact that they're trying to make new stuff, right? They're not just trying to make, you know, the 37th version of an AR with a slightly different color. And, you know, oh, this barrel, we came up with the special coating for the barrel that you can't see and you can't really tell the difference or whatever, right? So I like that they're doing different stuff, if that makes sense. You love weird guns? Yeah, exactly. It's fun. It's fun. It's entertaining. And I like that. I appreciate that from Keltec. You're saying if you're going to work with a talent group, VShojo will be a solid choice as far as protecting your own IP and stuff. They are good about that. VShojo is good about that. But again, I don't really want to work for a company, and from what I understand, they really dislike gun people. So, yeah. So, hello, hi. Can someone make a UMP with a Glock magazine? Yeah, probably. Did YouTube catch on to the spelling out swear strat? Your thing was not on stream? Yeah, they did. They did. And I can't show like the live chat on the stream. I have to show the top chat. So if you get censored by YouTube, you're not going to be on the screen. You know, now Sleeping Whiskey, probably indie for a reason. Yeah. So when it comes to like Glock mags and stuff, when it comes to DIY, getting a raid sponsorship, no, they just wanted the stupid poll for some reason. How do I end it? End poll. Is that okay? There we go. I don't know why y'all wanted that dumb stream. So when it comes to a lot of homemade gun stuff, DIY gun stuff, even if I did get it, even if Raid tried to get me to do a sponsorship stream again, I would not want to because they're terrible. A lot of stuff that is 3D printed or homemade in any other way uses Glock magazines, and that is actually one of my issues with printed gun stuff. It takes Glock mags as basically a meme at this point. Yes, exactly, and I hate it because Glock mags are really annoying to load, and they look ugly. Like if you put them on like a PCC or something, they look hideous. I don't want Glock mags on the things anymore. That's why when I built my FGC9, which is there's a drawing of it above my head, the green thing, the green and black thing. That one, instead of taking Glock magazines, I went to a developer and got a special lower design that takes Scorpion mags because I did not want to use the Glock mags. I hate them. Glock mags are basically ubiquitous and cheap. Yeah, that is true. That is true. The reason why Glock mags are used is because they're very easy to manufacture on your own. The springs are easy to make if you need to, that kind of stuff. Or you can get springs really cheap in a lot of places. Now, something I hope that Scorpion mags start to take off more, because now, I want to say, I think it's Laughs. Laughs actually has a Scorpion mag design now that will take Glock springs. And a Scorpion mag is just as easy to print as a Glock mag is. And if you can use the Glock spring, then like you're good to go. You don't need anything else. And it looks better. It's easier to load. That's the big thing, because it's double stack, double feed. Much easier to load. You load it like an AR mag instead. And it's just all around better. All around better. Like FNX mags that glide like butter. Yeah, I've seen those. Those are good mags too, but Glock mags are good for pistols, but not so much for carbines. Yeah. Does sound nice. Yeah, exactly. The Scorpion mags are just so much better. In my opinion, the Scorpion magazine is the perfect PCC magazine. That is my opinion. You have a loophole for YouTube. I don't know how well that'll work. Wish there were straight Scorpion mags. Actually, there are. Like Scorpion Evo mags, there are straight mags. I think Laughs makes them. Or he designed them. The Recession Ruger takes Glock mags, so you're a Glock boy until someone or your lazy self remixes it, takes something else. Yeah, that's also fair. I mean, my carry pistol is a Glock. Like, I get it. My carry pistol is a Glock 43X. They're easy. They're easy. And the 43X is like really nice and concealable. I get it. I just, for when it comes to pistol caliber carbines and stuff, I want something more. Laughs is a real one, but it's sad what's happening to him. Wait, what do you mean what's happening to Laughs? What do you mean? Did something happen? I thought things were all good. Hold on, what are you talking about? Laughs is a friend. What are you talking about? He's just been acting normally. He says he's developing some health issues. Oh, okay. He has had health issues for a while. Hopefully it's not getting worse. I'll probably send him a DM later, see how he's doing. He's still acting pretty normally, so. Hello, Alan Iverson. Welcome. We're just kind of shooting the shit today. So, what you really want is for that Bison helical mag to go on a Ruger frame. Why? Why? Yeah, I do know he has issues with eyesight. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that does not get worse, because you don't want a developer to lose their eyesight. That'd be really bad. So yeah. Got to carry a 3D printed 50 AE anti-personal crackhead remover. So, you know, I have a printed Glock, and it's in front of me on the desk, and the real one is also on my real desk. I don't know if, I mean, first of all, carrying a 50 AE in general is kind of impractical. I don't know how well something like that would hold up for something that's 3D printed. I don't know, because generally, like a Desert Eagle that's chambered 50 AE, it doesn't, there's no tilting barrel. It's got like an actual, like, well, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I have no clue. Glock magazine and everything is like buying a Toyota Prius or any car and saying I put a Hellcat engine. What? I mean, that's an interesting way to describe it. I don't know a lot about. I'm not a big car guy. My extent of liking cars is oh, that car looks kind of cool. I like that car. That's kind of my extent of car stuff. He was merely pretending to be silly. I don't know about that. 50 AE is too big and needs a gas system to even cycle. Yeah, that's true. AE got nothing on the light blue short barrel 458. Yeah, I know. It's got a very, very AR-esque bolt in it. It's true. Now, have y'all ever seen, I posted before on Twitter, there is a Desert Eagle that comes in, they call it like dark cherry or something, but it's kind of like a dark purplish color. It's kind of more like a reddish purple, but it's still like purpley and dark. And if I was ever gonna get a Desert Eagle, it would be that one, because I love the color. So I would totally use that. 3D printed helical mag, that'd be kind of cool. Just make the Desert Eagle slide super heavy in a direct blowback. Sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a bad idea. Do you have any idea, like, for higher pressure rounds, do you have any idea how the amount of weight the bolt or the slide would need gets exponentially higher? Like, it'd be like a 10-pound slide probably. I know if you wanted like a straight blowback, it'd be very heavy. Hey, 37. If you wanted a straight blowback, like 5.56, it requires like it would require like a ridiculously heavy bolt. Like, it's the amount of weight you need. The amount of weight you need grows exponentially. It's ridiculous. They allegedly rigged an M60 to blowback in Vietnam. I don't know about that. Arm work it every time you fire it, pretty much. There's a mathematical formula for it. Well, I don't know how to math, so that's the reason I don't have a college degree. I don't know how to do math, but wrist-mounted revolver. Why would you want a wrist-mounted gun? It just seems like it'd be really hard and annoying to aim. Why would you want something wrist-mounted? Musket stream? You know, building a homemade musket would actually be kind of funny. That would be something I would be open to trying to do. It'd be kind of like building like a pipe gun, but black powder. That would actually, I will have to remember that. Maybe I can find a blueprint for something like that. At least I'm college debt free. I am not. That's the issue. That's the issue. I couldn't finish college and I still owe money. That's one of the problems I have. But, you know, yeah. When I went to college, they got mad at me for failing math so many times, so they kicked me out and I still owe money. So that's just how it goes. But I'm surviving. I'm surviving. We're surviving, folks. We're doing all right. Just Google musket kits. I mean, yeah, a musket kit would be cool, but I would kind of want to like literally build one out of pipes and like a 2x4. That would be funny. I don't know. Slight heavy ball. What do you mean when I'm doing this? I'm doing this. I've started using a different tracking app, which it still freezes up occasionally. It's probably because of the phone I'm using. It's a older iPhone, so it has heating issues. But this tracking app is a bit better. And I can move side to side a little better. Like woodworking, you made a few bows and arrows before. Making a musket would be fun. Yeah, it would be very fun. Kit's basically unfinished. It basically is a pipe in 2x4. They just did all the hard wood cutting parts already. Oh, okay. JMeZZ wiggle, yeah. Yeah. And now I pretty much do this. I do this a lot. Y'all just never saw it before because of the tracking. I move a lot like this because of ADHD. Oh, let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to update y'all on? I guess I can't really think of much else I wanted to update y'all on. I mean, we're just kind of chilling. I guess we have had more people show up since I started the stream, though. So, the rundown is new normal job. Yeah, I work in therapy. When you work in therapy in the private sector, it's kind of hit or miss with how much you will work. But I got a good schedule right now. And so I will be, for the first time in my life, I'll be making decent money. I'll be making above the median salary as long as I keep this good schedule I have. Shouldn't affect streams too much. Stream schedule's going to be the exact same for now. So 5 times a week, 8 p.m. Central. All the money that I make doing this will, of course, be reinvested into more content, such as gun building streams on Twitch. I have a real job as Joe. So actually, what for the most part, I'm going to be working around 30 hours a week, which with this job working 30 hours a week is still going to put me above the median salary, which means I will still have at least that extra 10 hours a week that I can dedicate just to this. So of course I try to stream at least 2 hours a night, sometimes a little more. If my work schedule does change a little bit, like say if I have to go in earlier in the morning, some of the longer streams may not be as long, right? So some nights I may have to like cut it off at 2 hours. Some nights I might be able to go to 2.5, 3 hours. It just depends. So, but right now, I've got a good schedule. It works with this. So shouldn't be much of an issue. I do hope you will continue to support me in doing this, because the therapy stuff is a fulfilling job that I enjoy, but my dream job would be doing this. So I hope I can continue to count on your support, even if it's just liking and sharing streams. That is a big deal. If you share it with a friend and then they share it with a friend, then that's 2 more people that could potentially show up. Sure. Well, thank you, Lang. And then, like, share for money. Yes, I would like to look for an editor or 2 so that I could eventually do a little more like video content, so stream highlights, compilations, other things like that. Gotta keep JMeZZ backlog full. I have so many games I need to play. And of course, those of you who enjoy the chatting streams like this, I hope you will also show up to the gaming streams, because I want to keep the kind of chatting energy on the gaming streams, and I need you to be there to actually talk to me. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of the quick rundown. Far Cry will come back by acceptance. I mean, I might try Far Cry again. I mean, I liked the games. It just felt kind of hard. It just felt like a hard game to stream for me. I don't know why. I've always been interested in those 9mm PAK blank pistols converted to fire-ready auto. It's mostly a European thing. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you hear about like the stuff that Europeans will do to get guns, even if it's usually gang members doing that. It's still kind of cool to hear about. I wish people all over the world could be free. More likes, that's good. Yes. The likes actually, the likes really help. The engagement, like, I already can't really depend much on YouTube algorithm promoting me. I will get a little bit of promotions sometimes, but it's not super often or like super big. But interaction is what really does help with that. So likes, comments, like I don't get a whole lot of like comments on VODs or the videos. So getting more comments would help. Maybe I need to start telling people to do that as well. Ban NFA, yes. Ban NFA, yes, exactly. I should be able to get a machine gun with no one in my way. You do your part. You do, T. You do, Lang. And Lang, I just want to say I appreciate you. All those nice comments you always leave on everything, like, it makes my day. I just want to take a second to appreciate that. It's very nice. You're doing your part. You are, and I appreciate all of you that literally just come and hang out. It is a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy this. I enjoy getting this interaction. I enjoy, like, there are so many games, like especially like the Souls-like games and stuff. I never would have tried them without, you know, chat wanting me to do it. And now that I'm playing Elden Ring and enjoying it, so that never would have happened without this. And I never would have met a lot of really cool people. So you're doing your part. Thank you. I hope you will continue to. Don't come often because of college, but I do really like the vibes in your streams. Well, I am definitely, now that I'm kind of getting a feel for how things work for me. For a while there, I kind of was wondering, like, do I gotta have that big, crazy energy that a lot of streamers and VTubers have? Do I need to have that almost psychotic energy that gets popular? And I guess for me, I'm generally just a more chilled out person, which makes it even funnier when something does happen because y'all are surprised. So I'm kind of really embracing the more comfier side of things, and I want to try to keep that going for everything. So even if I'm playing a difficult game like Dark Souls, we're still going to try to keep that same vibe going because y'all seem to like it, and it seems to work well for me too. So we've got that going. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. How are you doing? How are you doing? I do think I want to try to do streams like this, like the chatting streams, Zasodons. I want to try them a little more often. I don't know if maybe like once a week or once every other week, or just whenever I feel like it. I don't really know what would be the best option for that or what would work best. But I definitely want to try to do more. I feel like I'm getting a little better at it. So I'm getting better at just talking. I used to be very bad at it. You're looking to get a real job, real estate license. Well, I hope that works out for you. I hope you're able to do that. COVID. Oh, well, I hope you get better. VTubers. Yes, Selman, I am a VTuber. You have known this for a long time, and you still come to my streams. This has been known, and yet you still are here. So I think part of it is I worry because if I don't really have like a topic I want to talk about, I'm not good at just kind of spitballing out of nowhere. And I don't feel like I'm interesting enough to have a lot of stories to talk about, right? So I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of a boring person. I'm kind of a boring person, and you know, I just kind of exist in real life. So I was GunTuber drama to talk about. True, but I don't even pay that much attention to it, man. I don't even pay that much attention to it. I don't even know what's going on most of the time. You're doing good. Your video card has had a bad fan. You actually managed to bodge an old CPU fan after removing the old one. Not only does it work works better. Not bad for a zip tie fan. Well, I'm glad that's going well, Weary. I'm glad. I absolutely love ghetto solutions to problems like that. Because I've had to do many of them myself throughout my life. So, JMeZZ is one of Pippa's mold spores that grew into its own VTuber. Okay, don't put it like that. Don't put it like that. Like, Pippa is the reason I became a VTuber, but don't put it like that. That makes me sound gross. And I take hygiene very seriously. So you're going to try the SDI drone school thing. Well, I will say, I don't know about the drone stuff. When it comes to SDI, don't do the gunsmith stuff. I've heard their courses for gunsmithing isn't that great anyway. but you can just learn to do it. There's so much information online, and of course, my focus with stuff is mostly on, fully DIY stuff, 3D printing, other things like that. But even with that, I learned to do it all on my own. Like you can find online guides, you can find videos, all kinds of information. You don't even need to take a class. Like everything you need to know, you can get for free. So now I know with drone stuff, you do have to have licensing, and that might require some courses. I don't know, but for gunsmithing, just learn to do it. Look up stuff on the internet, and try to build a gun. If you're just gonna try to build a gun, of course, do it safely. Strap your invention to a lead sled and pull the trigger with a string, but just try to build a gun. That's pretty much it. Something sounded funny in your head. Oh, I didn't see your chat. AI generated Pippa looking in a mirror and seeing JMeZZ in a maid dress as her reflection. What? No. I don't. So here's the thing when it comes to that. That's something. So obviously the reason I started streaming was because of Pippa. I am acquainted with Pippa. We have streamed together before, and we talk occasionally. Of course, she's very difficult to get a hold of, but we talk occasionally. And this is something I heard other people talk about too. Like, if you have any interaction with her whatsoever, you kind of get labeled as like you're kind of in the Pippa orbit or the sphere or whatever. And obviously, I don't mind that so much because Pippa is she's the reason I started streaming. She's the main VTuber I'm interested in watching. But I want to have kind of my own. I want to have my own brand outside of that. I kind of just, I don't want to try to leech people off of her, because I mean, first of all, trying to leech watchers off of another streamer isn't gonna work, and it also just it's kind of scummy. I want to build up my own core audience, which I think so far we're finally getting to that point where we've got a good core audience. Like there's like 30 people watching now, which, hey, we're getting close. My goal for 2024 is to average 50 per stream, average. So that means at least 50 at every stream. So we're getting close, which liking and sharing helps. So yeah, like how you're different than other VTubers, like how you focus on your own niche, like guns. Yeah, I mean, I like guns and I like video games. That's kind of my thing, and I talk about guns all the time. I can just talk about guns all day long. So I'll talk about guns while I'm playing a video game that has nothing to do with guns. So, nothing wrong with being phase adjacent. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't want to seem like an orbiter or a leech, right? I kind of want to build up my own. I want my own foundation. Makes you feel better. I don't really watch Pippa regularly. Well, that's not a problem. Like, my audience, if I go into my analytics, my audience has a big overlap with FaZe in general, but not as big of an overlap with Pippa. I mean, obviously, because Pippa is so much bigger than me. Like, people are gonna watch her, not me. I am very happy to be acquainted with Pippa. I would like it if I could be better friends with her, so maybe we could talk more often, because she is very interesting to talk to, just as a person. So but like I said, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm trying to pull people away from Pippa to watch me, blah blah blah, because that's not the way to go about things, in my opinion. Thanks for the info. Good thing I was just looking at SDI information. Yeah, I think for the most part with stuff like that, you can just learn everything you need online. Unless there's some job that's like, oh, you gotta have a degree. For the most part, you don't have to worry about that. I think within a few years, college is definitely going to be less of a requirement for a lot of things. Has she played Helldivers 2 yet? I don't think so. Uh, Pippa doesn't game that much. A lot of her streams are just her talking, which is cool, and she's good at it. I wish I was good at it as she was. But let's see. Fixed volume, you're unmuted again. What, were you having issue? Well, I mean, it was your fault, not mine. So, you know. The college bubble is going to pop like the real estate bubble in '08. It might, yeah, it might. You watch Senna, Raimi, and you, and that's about it. Yeah, and Senna and Raimi are both great. If people saw like the conversations or the DMs that I have with Senna, people would think that we hate each other. But I think me and Senna have become really good friends. She's a great person. I'm very happy to be friends with her. But she's funny. Big streamer chats are usually too busy and you lose track of conversations. And you know, I get that. But part of me is just like, God, I want that super crazy fast chat because I would enjoy the chaos so much. I would love for it to be absolute chaos in the chat. It would be hilarious to me. Maybe one day. Hello, operator 214, PMC VTuber. You're a gunsmith VTuber. Does that mean I can get a discount when I visit your shop? I don't sell guns. I build homemade guns for my own personal enjoyment and to show people. So I do not sell guns. I do sell some merch, a little bit of merch, stuff like that, but my gunsmithing is all for personal use, because even though I am an amateur gunsmith, I build my own guns. I do not have an FFL, so I cannot sell them. I cannot serialize and sell them, which serial numbers are cringe anyway. We're like a gun enthusiast. Yeah, gun enthusiast, amateur gunsmith. I focus a lot on 3D printing, homemade stuff, that kind of thing. It's basically just a big hobby for me, and I like to spread the information of homemade guns to people, because if you're in America, unless you live somewhere cringe like California or New York, if you live in America, building homemade guns is legal and not an issue. Do you sell nukes? No. I do not. I totally do not own any weapons of mass destruction. I do get a discount on the Mag Project. Yes, actually. If you go to themagproject.com and use code JMeZZ, you can get cool laser engraved mags like 5 or 10% off, depending on what's going on at the time. So that is my sponsor. Cool laser engraved mags. There's anime mags, there's meme mags, there's all kinds of stuff there. Gunsmith, not a weapons broker. Yes, exactly. I am a hobby gunsmith, yes. People read a comment of mine during her Christmas we watch along on how there are white Mexicans she was shocked. That's funny. Be a real man, try knitting. I do not have the patience for that. Streaming with Pippa is kind of the dream. Yeah, I have done one stream with Pippa, and it was a lot of fun. I'd love to do it again. Don't know if it'll ever happen. I mean, like I said, she's notoriously hard to talk to, but you just realize you're not caught up to live. Goober got behind. You want to learn to sew? I've known how to sew in so much is that I can fix my clothes if I need to. That's about it. What was the stream about? We just played Minecraft and talked about VTuber stuff. This was like 6 months ago. That's all it was. Like, we just talked about guns and talked about VTuber stuff and built things in Minecraft. It was just kind of like this little series I did for a while called In Minecraft, where I would just have someone on and we'd talk about stuff. So, yeah. That was a fun stream. You found me from that stream, been here since. Well, thank you, Sody Pop. I'm glad you've been here for so long. One day your dumbass comments will get you an actual dress company wanting to sponsor you. No. No. Unless they pay really well, but I'm not going to wear it. I liked your 4-person stream where you're part of Senna's harem. What? No, I already have her call me a fucking boy wife all the time. No more. No, I don't need any more of that. No. Found you through your collab with Sleepy. Great find, in your opinion. Sleepy is great too. I really enjoyed talking to her. That was a fun stream. Senna's harem. No. I don't want to be a part of that. No. That was a good stream though. That was a good stream. That was a Phasmophobia stream. I need to see if Senna wants to play a game again sometime. You love Adidas, lady? Oh, you mean Sleepy? Yeah, Sleepy is great. I have met so many cool people doing this, and that's part of the reason why I love this so much. Is I have met so many interesting and cool content creators and stuff. Like people that I never thought in my life that I would like know or talk or like regularly talk to. It's the coolest thing in the world in my opinion. Going to review with Whiskey was fun too. Yeah. Whiskey's great. she's absolutely great. There are so many great people. I need to I think at some point I try to do the occasional collab. I probably need to try to do more. I'm not that good at networking, both on the VTuber side and the gun side. I need to do better at that, because you know, like me and someone will follow each other, and then I'm like, I don't know how to talk to you, right? Like sometimes, I mean, sometimes like if it's someone, I don't know, if there's some easy conversation starter, then it's fine. But if I don't know how to start the conversation, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So it's more difficult than you think. Dynexus is your in for the gun side. Yeah, I know. But Dynexus is in Vegas. And Vegas is I literally live on the other side of the country. So it's not easy. You think I'm fine? Well, I mean, I like what I'm doing. I think networking, I think it's not only is it good for growth, because you know networking does get your name out there. It helps you get promoted. But I think it's also helps you be a better creator in general, because you learn from the people that you talk to and people that you're friends with. So I think that's something I need to do more of, because I'm always striving to improve. That's something I will always be doing. I want to get better every day. And some days I feel like I'm doing worse. But doing better is something that it's going to be a big focus. Now that I'm going to be less stressed out, and I'm going to be able to invest in other things, that's going to be a big help. You're a therapist, just say hello. I'm not that kind of therapist. Not that kind of therapist. I do different kinds of therapy. I'm not like a shrink or a psychologist or anything. Oh, that's there's something else I just remembered now. Speaking of reinvesting into this, I am in the very, very early, very preliminary stages of getting a live 2D model. So eventually I'll get a better, more professional, like actual VTuber model, which I'm very excited about. Yes, it is being gifted to me by a friend. Well, I guess I mean she's talked about it on Sugar. It's being gift like Senna wanted to make me a model for free, which is like just blew my mind. That's the coolest thing anyone has ever offered to gift me. Like just because the amount of work that goes into a live 2D model is insane, and the fact she's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make you one. JMeZZ in HD, yeah, basically. So Senna can do models and rigging, so she can do it all. She does it for her own models. So she's taking care of her token male harem member. Oh no! God, I hope she doesn't show up to this stream. Will it be a female model? No, it's a male model. It's a male model. If y'all ever want me to have a female model, you would have to raise a lot of money for me. You would have to raise a lot of money and let me keep half of it just for myself. Have I considered a female model? No. No. If that would be something, if I ever got bigger, that would be like a far stretch goal for like a donathon, right? You know, that'd be like, oh, if I get $20,000 from a donathon, 10,000 of it will go to a female model. That's how it would be. That's how it would be. So no, I don't think that would ever happen. No, the model is going to be a male model. I'm going to just trust Senna on this. She says she has some good ideas. I'm going to let her work her magic. But along with that, whenever that gets made, I'm going to actually invest in like some professionally done stream screens, you know, like a start screen, an end screen, all that kind of stuff. A cool back, like I like the background I have now is not bad, but I did it myself and I'm not a great artist, right? I would want like an actual good stuff. Dark. Thank you for the super chat, Dark. But no, I'm not gonna wear the maid dress. Thank you for the super chat, though. Tristan has a lot of good ideas for your model. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the professional assets, screen transitions, all that kind of stuff. Of course, some of that I can probably just commission from Senna herself, because as cool as it is that she wants to make me a model, I'm not gonna let her just give it to me for free. I'm gonna at least pay her for something. So now I will have the money to reinvest into that. I also want to get at least 1 or 2 custom music tracks, so I can so I can have like some custom music that is mine, you know. Starting to sound like a professional VTuber. Yeah, I'm gonna want. Yeah, I will finally be like a real VTuber. So that probably won't be for months, for a while. Chloe Victor Denizov, you're in the walls. Well, you know, I can get you out. I have a sledgehammer. I have shotguns. Like whatever would work to get you out of the walls. I can do that. I can do that. That would not be very hard. Thanks for the super chat, Sean. So you don't have to act insane like other VTubers. Chat will do it for you. Yeah, y'all do it for me. Y'all are already crazy. Y'all do that for me. You know, some metal bands could do music, get you in contact with them if you want. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, this will probably be a few months down the line, because, you know, especially with Santa making me the model, I don't want to cut into her actual paid work. So I don't want to. I'm going to let her just do that when she has the free time. Chat reflects the streamer. I don't know. Y'all just kind of found me, and I don't really know what to do with you. So, your dad commented how crazy chat was the other night during the gun review. Yeah, I know. Y'all are just absolutely insane people. Skill of professional VTubers to generate content from their viewers. Well, yeah, and when I get to being like a real VTuber, I still don't really feel like a real VTuber. But once I get like the actual proper stream set up, I should probably do some of the real VTuber stuff. So, and y'all know I'm terrible at thinking of ideas for stuff or names for things. Eventually, we should try to get like an actual real fan name and like a real like art tag, because I do get some fan art. Um, hopefully maybe I'll eventually get more. I do get some fan art. You know, I want to get all of the normal VTuber stuff, fan name, the tags, all those kinds of things. So, you know, start thinking of ideas for that. It's got to be something unique. It's got to be something unique. So, VTubing seems like a feedback loop. Streamer does something, chat reacts, streamer reacts, causing something to happen to start the loop again. I mean, that's just kind of live streaming in general. I guess I will always be a little more. I'll always be a little closer to like to a normal dude live streamer than necessarily the normal VTuber, right? And especially right now, which is why like a lot of times I like, oh, I don't really feel like a real VTuber sometimes. It's because I feel more like a Gun Bunnies. Oh, that one might be actually kind of funny. That might actually be kind of funny. I don't know. I feel more kind of like a traditional dude live streamer that has a VTuber model than like a traditional VTuber, if that makes sense at all. I don't really know. But if I get kind of the more real VTuber feel, then we can do some of that normal goofy VTuber stuff where you have a fan name and you have all the tags, like an official tag and all that stuff, like for Twitter and all that. So we can work on that stuff. But that's another thing to keep in mind. I had posted something about it in the members chat or in the members community tab the other day about that as well. Kind of give them a little advance notice. You're a normal streamer that uses a virtual avatar. Yeah, that is kind of how it is. But I do really like VTubing and appreciate the idea as a whole. Being serious, the dude from Streamer Vibe is top tier. Okay. Don't force it. Well, I know not to force it. I'm not going to force anything. That's never going to be like, I'm just going to be genuine me, and you're going to have to deal with it. So it's just kind of, I want to do some of that normal VTuber stuff, kind of. I want to, I don't know, do it. If VTuber, I'll be doing voice feminine. Why would you do that? No, I mean that's on you if you want to have a feminine voice, but I don't really know why you want to do that. But whatever you do, as long as you be yourself, it's the best. So yeah, that's how it's always going to be. Real name for chat, Gun Goons. No, the Zoomers have ruined the name Goon. Can't use that. Need to hop off. Good stream again. Congrats. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. First rule of VTubing is the same as first rule of gun safety. Have fun and be yourself. at least for indie VTubing, you have a little more. You have a little more leeway to be yourself. That's partially another reason why I would not want to really work for a company, because you kind of have to play a bit of a character to work for a company, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I like being a little more just my genuine self. You know what I mean? Heard there's an AI assisted voice software now if you find one that works well. No. I'm not going to use the AI voice, or maybe we're talking to someone else, but I'm not. Mez heads. It says like meth heads. That's kind of funny. I don't know. It'll be a good while before any of that happens. So just think about that. For like a week and a half, and then kayfabe stops mattering. Yeah, I guess. Gun plart? What? I don't know. That sounds a little weird. Gun bunnies are a fun idea. It is a fun idea. Gunpla plus art. Well, I don't do Gunpla. That's Gundam stuff. I do plastic guns, but it's not Gundams. It's different. The Jimmies. Yeah, we'll come. Y'all come up with your best ideas and write them down somewhere. And once we get closer to whenever the live 2D thing happens, uh, we'll work on that. But yeah, that's another thing to think of. No, Sody Pop. No, that's a terrible one. That is a terrible one. Trying to figure out something that combines purple and basement prisoners. Tough to do in one easy word. Y'all are ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous people. No, it's gotta be something good. It's gotta be something good and something that makes sense. That makes sense. Extremely peaceful. That's not a terrible one. I like the extremely peaceful idea and meme. I feel like it's a little too, like, it's gotta be shorter. It's gotta be shorter. And I kind of don't want to take that from Jay Stark either. Like, that was kind of the thing he said. So, and he's kind of like the father. I wouldn't know. Maybe is he? Would you call him like the father of printed guns? Maybe. I mean, he's the reason the FGC9 exists. So, basement captives. No, you got. I kind of want it to be gun related. I don't know. Peaceful peeps. What about print art for art? So it for tags and stuff. For tags and stuff, it's got to be something that's already not. It's got to be something that's not taken as well. Like, I don't want stuff that's already taken and, you know, getting muddled with some other kind of tag, right? If that makes sense. Hostages? No. I want it to be gun related. Agent Purple. No, that's me. I'm Agent Purple. Agent Grape Drink. That's me. Oh no. We got quite a while to think of that kind of stuff. We got quite a while to think about that. Spare mags? What? Oh no. Gun boys? No, it's too easy. The AFT. That's the raid. I think we'll stick with the AFT raid thing. A lot of people think it's after raid though, so maybe we should like just put AFT in caps. That way people kind of get that it's supposed to be a 3-letter agency joke. I don't know. But like your idea of Purple-loo boys. No, it's because the Boogaloo thing is kind of played out and a little cringe now. So I don't know. It's we got time. AFT for easier reason. You know, that could actually work. Just put the dots or space it out, either way. The poll is up still, so keep voting yes. Wait, the poll is what? What? It's still up? I thought I got rid of it. I thought I ended it. Mezzlings? Oh no, that sounds awful. I don't know that. I don't like that one. I don't think I like that one. I don't know. Y'all are just as bad about coming up with names as I am. I don't know. We'll think on it. Dog, what? I closed it on the vert stream. I did. Well, it didn't close on the mainstream for some reason. That's kind of weird. Well, that's kind of all of my updates with what's going on and my plans. I don't really know. Oh, I have to go into YouTube Studio to end that poll. That's funny. I don't really have much else to talk about. It's been exactly 2 hours, which that's impressive for just a chatting stream for me. I am of course a little tired because my sleeping schedule did just kind of abruptly change for the new job, but 50-50 perfectly balances all the things. Split down. Oh, it was split down the middle. Well, you know what? That means I don't have to do it. Sleep. Yeah, I'll probably sleep here soon. I guess if you haven't already, whichever stream you're watching on, because there's two, make sure you leave a like. Leave a like, and we'll do a raid. KEI is on at 11:30. Who is that? I'm not sure who that is. I'm gonna go. I think I can raid from both streams too, which is funny. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see who is live right now. Let's see who is live right this minute. Let's see. Akko is live. Dr. Lalame, he is live. Raimi is live. Kyo, the news VTuber, is doing more Niji Sanji stuff. And out of people I'm subscribed to, that's everybody who's live right now. Can you raid your own stream? Yeah, but that would make much sense. Rat Girl? Yeah, she's doing art. Raimi's cool. So we could do that if y'all want to. Could try. I think both streams will be able to raid, which will be really funny. Yeah, we'll raid. We'll raid Raimi. Actually, just because let me look. I mean, I've raided Raimi several times. I've never raided Dr. Lalame, and he seems like a cool guy. How about we raid him this time? Because I've never raided him before, and I feel like him and I would get along. We've never really talked, but I feel like him and I would get along. You know, what do you think? Y'all cool with that? Space out the raids if possible. Well, they're two separate streams, so they'll happen differently, if that makes any sense. So we'll rate him. We'll rate him. So I'm gonna put it on both streams. Okay, it's on that one. Go to this one. Redirect. Save. Okay, so this is the first impression here. This is the first impression here. So use the right tag. Let's see. Let's try AFT. Maybe space AFT out and then just put raid like this. I'll put it in both chats. AFT. Someone's gunning for a position in Flavor. Well, Flavor isn't like an actual company. They were just kind of a loose association. Yeah, AFT raid. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. However you're gonna put it. Space it out a little bit. So I will like end one stream and then end the other stream, and so they'll probably come in one after the other. So yeah, if you don't send anything else, send that message, make a good first impression, let them know you're there. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Leave a like on this stream before you go. I'll see you tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Power World. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out and play Power World. Kind of keep this same cozy vibe here. We're just gonna hang out while I grind in Power because I did get to play it last week. So, found your channel because you rated Pippa. Maybe you'll get new fans the same way. Yeah, maybe. I'm glad you stopped by actually. And if you have not subscribed and all that crap, do that. Maybe leave a comment on the VOD if you're watching this in the future. I don't know. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Use the raid tag, even if that's the only message you send. Let them know you're there. That's going to be it for tonight. Y'all have a great evening. And yeah, that's it. Stream's over. Time for you to get out of here. Bye, everybody.